Peggy 16.
Empyreal is a sci-fi fantasy action RPG. I call it sci-fi fantasy because the setting is sci-fi, but I think the mood and feel is more fantasy.
You are a mercenary and you've come to this unexplored planet. There is this huge monolith in the center, and there's been an expedition that's already tried to figure out what's going on, but they have so far not got very far with it.
They've been trying to explore this monolith that's been built by a lost ancient civilization, and it becomes clear that this civilization has made discoveries that are unknown to the modern world.
Players can choose a weapon at the start of the game, but they're not locked into that. They can change once they pick up a new weapon, and they can experiment with different play styles. You can also customize your character, so you can make it however you want. There's lots of customization options, and I think there's a lot of variety there for players to explore.
And then beyond just the visual customization of your actual physical appearance, you can customize it with armor sets, and we have dozens of different visual assets for those as well. And then you can customize it with your playstyle. We have, I think, about 50 different abilities, hundreds of stats in the game. I would say, in summary, it's a true RPG. It's meant to be explored to that level of depth. The combat revolves around 3 different weapon archetypes. So we have a glaive, cannon, mace and shield, and they all play very differently. Just by equipping the weapon, you will get different moves and you'll get a completely different feel.
Once you've chosen your weapon archetype, you want to be selecting your abilities as well. So you have several choices of abilities to make. Some are specific to the weapons and some are shared.
And then you have ultimate abilities, which require energy to build up. We have sort of a camera cut, so you get the spectacular, explosive kind of aspect of the combat as well.
There are thousands and thousands of possibilities for creating your build. You could create something basically entirely unique.
You can only change your loadout when you're in sort of the safe central hub zone area of the game. But if you find that for whatever reason a particular level doesn't seem to fit with the build that you've made, then you can change that and try again.
So in terms of stuff that players haven't seen, there is a lot because we've only put out a couple of trailers, so there's tons and tons of content. Particularly for a small studio, we've created a game that's very, very ambitious.
The challenge is making all those elements come together in one big satisfying game that's going to reward curiosity. I think we've conquered that, to be honest.